Hey guys, so I just want to share some psychic stuff that's happened to me recently. Um, just some things that I've been made aware of, and then um, some things that are kind of coming and how to prepare since I'm taking forever to finish this book. So recently, Spirit told me, I'm just gonna give you a little heads up about my background quickly. So I had my awakening in 2015 when I met my twin flame, but in 2013 is when I had the visions of what was going to happen on the planet, and I just thought they were really creative dreams. 2015 is when I started getting really intense visions and really started to step into my full awakening and recognize that I was a divine channel, bringing forth information on how people can heal to create the new earth. So recently, Spirit told me that someone from my past, a few of them, a couple people from my past were coming back in. And these were people where they were interested in me and there was like a connection that way. But nothing really more than a friendship kind of thing. And so Spirit said to me, they're thinking about you, and I actually seen them doing some things to themselves while they were thinking of me. And then I hadn't heard from this person, like, because I'm in a relationship for a really, really long time, like probably like I'd say about 6 months or so, and Spirit told me this person's gonna reach out to you. And so they did. They recently reached out to me, and I've done readings for this person, so he knows that I'm psychic, and he's like, I'm not surprised that you knew. So I like to share those stories just because I get affirmed of my visions all the time, and I also work as a healer it's moving into a full-time position, but I'm kind of building that up to help people shift into their power. So as people heal and take back their power, it changes the vibration on the planet and creates the new earth. So my twin flame helps me a lot as well with this healing journey, helps bring awareness to how energy works. And I'm going to share more of that, something that happened recently with that experience. I'm going to share that on Saturday. My partner, he's also a healer. He's starting to recognize that, but he is really good at clearing energy. So there's been times where I've had really low vibe energy put on me, because that's what happens is we're starting to really push past our fears and create healthy boundaries. People that want to keep us in the matrix or keep us in the box or doing things the old way, they don't want the change, right? Because then they have to come to terms with honesty within themselves, and that can be challenging because it's facing fears. So because I've had to do a lot of healing on my own journey to shift the energy, Oren has had to help cleanse my energy, and that's a really important thing to do while you're going through this, stepping into your empowerment, just to keep you moving forward and keeping the energy in a good space, because it can get overwhelming when you are an intuitive and you get thrown all this low vibe energy. So we're going to share that on Saturday. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to post it on Inner Being Awakened on YouTube, as well as Soul Tribe channel. You can check that out. So recently I've been getting a lot of details about what's to come, especially in 2026 when we enter into the 3 days of darkness. And this is basically where the earth splits, and the people that have been manifesting this new world, new earth, the way they manifest it is through creating, doing their healing work and coming to complete honesty. Because what we want to do is, going back to that story about that guy, and I also have a lot of twin flame stories to share about this. If you're not in alignment with your true essence, what happens is there's two separate energies, and we want to make sure that true inner essence comes out through the mind to create the reality. Otherwise, because the mind is what creates everything, otherwise it's the fears that create it. So as an intuitive, I'm picking up on underlying intentions, right? So I had picked up, even before the person reached out, that they were interested in me in a sexual way, right? I'm obviously past that stage, but I could pick up on their motives and intentions, right? And so what we really want to do is we want to get people in their integrity, so they can really manifest a better world. And so once we get those intentions coming out our mind, then we can start to create a better way of being. And so what I'm trying to say is, people's fear intentions are feeding a low vibrational energy, right? And that's why we're kept in this box, in the matrix, because it feeds a demonic energy. And what's going to happen is, because unfortunately not everyone's going to wake up to do their healing work in time, and so we're going to call in, or the people that haven't awakened are going to call in, a demonic energy. And it's called the 3 days of darkness. But at this point, there's going to be also the people that were doing their healing work we are most likely, this is what I mean, showing that it should happen, there's going to be enough people that manifest a new earth. And so basically it's kind of going to birth out of this earth. And then the people that have done the work, when the demons come, and I write about how people can protect when this all happens. I've channeled everything, and all the details, but basically, and it's, what I'm getting is 2026, and the next day after I channeled all this, a time traveler said it's 6/6/2026, which is kind of funny because that's our genetic makeup is 666. You can look that up. Our carbon bodies. And then I channeled that the healers are turning their energetic frequency into a crystalline, right? Because they've healed it, and so now they're going to create this new earth. And what's going to happen, the healers are going to resonate with that, right? Because everything is law of attraction. It's what you resonate with. They're going to basically move to that earth. It's still going to be close enough to the planet during the 7 years. What's going to happen, I kept getting this recently about the 7 years, is when the demonic energy is going to play out on the planet. And a lot of people are going to be kind of taken over by these demonic entities. And during this time is when the robotic agenda is going to play out. What is that called? Orin? I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically, it's the agenda where it's like low vibrational, and it's like people are taken over more so by like, they're gonna lack a lot of emotion and stuff, but there is gonna be some people that get a second chance. And after the 7 years where this low vibrational energy reigns, there will be a few more people that get to come to the new earth, but they have to go through a healing process. I was even being shown that like the people that are genuinely really good people will also move to the earth, but they'll have to, the healers will have to work with them, because some people, they don't understand how energy works. So the healers will have to teach them and help them heal. And After the 7 years, people will have a choice to choose. Some people may say Jesus, or like the higher vibration, like that ascended energy. Or some people will just choose to kind of like not choose that. And then what will happen is they're going to go into like, kind of like Spirit was showing me, it's kind of like an energetic green bin. So nothing ever dies. So all that energy is going to kind of like go back into the energetic green bin and have to start the evolutionary process over again. So basically starting from like caveman and like kind of like going through the whole process again, and you know, keep doing lifetimes over and over and over until you get it. But the people that choose that, they're not even going to be in their same bodies. It's just going to be like all the energies get mixed up, and it's like a full complete start over from the beginning. And then the people that choose the new earth, they are creating like heaven on earth, and they're going to like be living their full purpose. And it's going to be like a planet with integrity. People are going to be honest. But the thing is, the things that people might deem as like bad or whatever, people can still actually enjoy them, but in moderation. Because really the problem is, it's not like drinking isn't a bad thing. It's about like overconsumption or like whatever it might be. So it's all about like living in balance and harmony. And so there's some things that are just going to fall away from people because it was like more of an addiction. But then there's some things that's just going to be like a more balanced approach, right? Like sex. Everybody likes sex. So it's like going to be like more like you're going to be with people that you really enjoy, like your compatibility and stuff. So that's kind of what I've been getting. And so as far as some of the things that are out there, like some people are saying like there's going to be like a fake alien invasion, and the government sets it up. But what the thing is with that is there is people that know about what's going on and the Illuminati and stuff, and they think that these things are on their side. But the thing is, it's kind of like when you are you're investing into someone that's like a narcissist, and they make you feel like they really like you. And so in the beginning, like they'll love bomb you and it'll make you feel really good, really important. But then what happens is their agenda is always for themselves. So in the end, they're gonna actually take you out. So that's kind of what I'm being shown for those types of things. So people building like underground, like some of these elite people are building like underground places to stay. It doesn't matter. Like if you're resonating with that energy, everything's law of attraction. If you're resonating with that energy, it's just gonna take you out, right? Like it's gonna take you over. So the best thing that you can really do is start to like really live in your authenticity. Be true to who you are. Speak your truth. Support people that speak their truth. Like especially if you know something's the truth, you got to stand for it. Because if you don't, you're standing with the low vibrational energy, and it never has your best interest. And so it's really important for people to really stand in their truth. Support people that are standing in their truth. Don't be manipulated. You know, if you're being manipulated, it's not going to end very well, you know? And in the end, you can't lie when it comes to law of attraction, right? Like, no matter what you say, the intentions are always going to be there, right? Like, that's what happens when people heal and ascend. They become very psychic. And the more they ascend, the more psychic they become. So you can be talking to a psychic person and you could be saying one thing, but underneath it all, they know what's going on, right? Like I said to the guy that reached out, I was like, because, you know, he's trying to see if I'm single. I'm like, no, I'm in a I'm in a happy commitment. And like, he's like, oh, he's like, well, it's probably for the best because I wouldn't be able to stay away from you. And I was like, I know that it's not really about me. The person has a sex addiction, right? So I kind of called this person out on it, and I said, you just like enjoy a variety of people. And he's like, oh, no, 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 not really. And then the next minute he was telling me that some other things to prove that this is true. So that's the thing, law of attraction. As people heal and become more psychic, they're going to tap into that truth, right? They can see the truth underneath the lies, right? So you got to get yourself resonating with the right energy if you want to evolve and grow. If you want to, and let me tell you, during the 7 years on the planet, when you're resonating with low vibrational energy, it's not going to be very pretty. Like, it's going to be like the worst of the worst karma. Like, right now, where the planet is like, you know, kind of like hell, but at least there's pockets where it's not, you know. In the 7 years, it's going to be like, you don't even want to see what it's going to be like. So I hope you know, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's really like, we've had enough warning. There's enough that you can open your eyes and recognize there's something going on. Listen to the visionaries, you know. We've been working hard. We've been doing what we can to help people. And we've been sacrificing a lot to help the planet because we truly, genuinely care. And, you know, go, if you doubt what we say, look into it, have a reading. You know, I think everybody should be having readings done while they're doing their healing work, because that's how I healed. That's how I heal people. And it's how I wake up their subconscious mind, because like that guy, he doesn't know, he didn't realize that he has this addiction. He thinks it's normal. You know, he thinks that he doesn't realize he's out of alignment. And he did ask for a reading, so we'll see if that, you know, if the person goes ahead with it, like, because it's all free will. But the best way to heal and bring more conscious awareness into your life is a reading. It's really going to awaken your mind to see where you're at, because sometimes you can't see, you know, when you're surrounded by a certain energy all the time, right? What you're resonating with, it feels normal. And so I think what we really have to see is make sure that we're in our integrity no matter what, and the healthy boundaries are number one. So I hope this helps you guys get a little bit more understanding and awareness. And I really hope we can shift it before that time comes. But we will see. Happy healing, guys. You got this. We're all in this together.